Hey, what's up guys, this is Arjun and currently I'm working on my website and I thought maybe you guys like to learn this cool CSS transition. In this video the transition is not looking so good as you see, but in real this transition is very smooth. So today I'm gonna show you how to create social logo for your website using HTML and CSS. First open Notepad or any text editor, whichever you like, and write HTML code to build your website. To know more about HTML, check out my previous video by clicking on the top right corner link. Now before starting, I want to tell you guys that the sole purpose of this video is to give you knowledge about cascading style sheet, commonly known as CSS. So there are three types of CSS such as inline, embedded and external CSS, and I'm gonna show you all these one by one. Always remember to save your file first. As this is a HTML file, we save this file with .htm or HTML extension. You also need to download social logo icons, which I already did. So put all these files into one folder for convenience. We need social logo icons in our website, which is done by img tag followed by src attribute, which contain the source of the image. As you see, these logos are extra large. We need to resize them. To resize them, we use CSS. So we are going to use inline CSS for that purpose. Inline CSS are those which are written inside HTML tags. These CSS only affect the tag they are applied to. To write inline CSS, we use style attribute inside HTML tags. To make our logo smaller, I'm going to use height and width 100 pixels. Let's try to run our code. As you see now, Facebook logo is looking good. To make other logos like this, we are going to copy CSS property to other img tags. So now everything is good. Next we are going to use embedded CSS, which is used inside head of the HTML. I'm giving ID to our img tags so that we can apply embedded CSS to them. We use style tag to write CSS inside head of the HTML. Now we are telling browser through CSS that change height and width of the HTML element which contains ID ICO. As you see, in embedded CSS, we don't need to write the same CSS code for all img tags. What we need is just a ID of the HTML element. Now I'm using CSS hover with ID, which activate this code when we hover mouse over our icons. This transform property is used to transform HTML elements, which include scale, rotation, etc. To run this CSS transform property in different browser, we use some words before transform property. We use MOZ for Mozilla Firefox, WebKit for Safari, and O for Opera. To rotate and scale icon at the same time, we use both rotate and scale inside transform property. To rotate icon 360 degrees, we use rotate with 360 DEG. Rotate doesn't work until we use transition property, which tells how much time one rotation takes. I'm using 0.3 seconds for one rotation. If you use 1 second for rotation, it will going to be slow. Next, we understand external CSS. For this, we need to create external CSS file which contains only CSS and save this file with .css extension. To link this CSS file to our HTML file, we use link tag inside head of the HTML followed by relation attribute which tells the relationship with the external file. And the type attribute which tells the type of the file. To make our social icons working, we use anchor tag followed by the href attribute which contains the URL of the destination page. If you want to check these social logos working, go check out my website, link in the description. If you found this video helpful, please do subscribe my channel and give thumbs up. Until then, that's been it. Talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.